Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill going to throw for it. Steps away to his left.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run on first down. Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And he won't be able to get the throw off. He's sacked. And you have to wonder why they went for it there. It remains a tie game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going.
They are not ready for us.
And he will score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tannehill looking to throw. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they're trying to duplicate what they just saw. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Here's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Wilson will throw again. He'll buy some time right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Hey, let's go back, Charles, to your preseason predictions. You gave us what you thought on the AFC. How about the NFC side in 2021?
All right, how about the Washington football team winning the NFC East? I think in the North, Green Bay comes back and represents again. In the South, Tampa Bay, who finished second in their division last year to New Orleans, they win the division this time. And then out West, the Los Angeles Rams with their new quarterback, Matthew Stafford. And I like the Los Angeles Rams in an upset over Tampa Bay to win the NFC.
And then earlier you said the Chiefs on the AFC side, so who do you have here?
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
Wilson dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding the pressure right. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. This is Carson. Pushes him over, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen. Can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 31, Tannehill.
A check down here for Henry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by Rodgers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown.
And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Now Fick in to kick off following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down, Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Tannehill on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50, the 30. Past the 20.
I need to get my swag right.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. First down and much more for Henry. And some room to roam now. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tannehill going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Vick in to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly from Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Wilson going to throw for it, eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tannehill to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing, Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Elijah Molden up to make the stop. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Throwing now is Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Carson. Down to about the 22 here.
58 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.